Climate change isn't just about rising temperatures and extreme weather. It's also about our health. And one of the most noticeable impacts is on allergies. As the planet warms, allergy seasons are becoming longer, more intense, and more widespread. Warmer temperatures create ideal conditions for plants to thrive, leading to an explosion of pollen, the tiny grains that trigger allergic reactions in millions. For allergy sufferers, this means months of misery, with symptoms ranging from sneezing and runny noses to itchy eyes and skin rashes. But the consequences can be far more serious. In extreme cases, pollen allergies can exacerbate asthma, leading to difficulty breathing and even life-threatening attacks. The link between climate change and allergies is undeniable. Studies have shown a clear correlation between rising temperatures and increased pollen production. As global temperatures continue to climb, we can expect allergy seasons to become even more severe, affecting a growing number of people worldwide. This isn't just a matter of discomfort, it's a public health crisis in the making, one that demands urgent attention. We need to understand the factors driving this trend and take steps to mitigate the impact on human health. While most people associate pollen with sunny days and gentle breezes, thunderstorms can transform these tiny particles into a potent and sometimes deadly threat. This phenomenon, known as thunderstorm asthma, occurs when powerful storms rupture pollen grains, creating smaller, more easily inhaled fragments that can penetrate deep into the lungs. These microscopic particles can trigger severe asthma attacks, even in people who have never experienced asthma before. The combination of high pollen counts, strong winds, and electrical charges during a thunderstorm creates a perfect storm for respiratory distress. Thunderstorm asthma events are often sudden and overwhelming, catching communities off guard. Hospitals can become inundated with patients struggling to breathe, and emergency services can be stretched to their limits. These events are a stark reminder of the unexpected ways climate change can impact human health. As we experience more extreme weather events, including intense thunderstorms, the risk of thunderstorm asthma outbreaks is likely to increase, posing a growing threat to public health. On November 21, 2016, the city of Melbourne, Australia, experienced the devastating consequences of thunderstorm asthma firsthand. As a powerful thunderstorm rolled through the city, it unleashed a wave of pollen fragments, triggering a mass asthma outbreak that overwhelmed emergency services and claimed the lives of 10 people. Hospitals were flooded with patients struggling to breathe, with some waiting hours for treatment. Ambulance services received an unprecedented volume of calls, and paramedics raced from one emergency to the next, their resources stretched thin. The Melbourne thunderstorm asthma event was a tragic reminder of the deadly potential of this phenomenon. It highlighted the need for greater awareness, preparedness, and early warning systems to protect communities from the health risks posed by these events. The city's experience serves as a cautionary tale for other regions, underscoring the importance of understanding and mitigating the factors that contribute to thunderstorm asthma outbreaks. Thunderstorm asthma outbreaks are triggered by a unique combination of meteorological and biological factors. During a thunderstorm, strong updrafts lift pollen grains high into the atmosphere, where they encounter moisture and electrical charges. This combination of forces causes the pollen grains to rupture, shattering into smaller fragments that are far more easily inhaled than intact pollen grains. These microscopic particles can penetrate deep into the lungs, triggering asthma attacks and other respiratory problems. The downdrafts of the thunderstorm then carry these potent pollen fragments back down to ground level, where they are dispersed by strong winds, creating a pollen bomb that can affect a large area. This process typically occurs within the first 20 to 30 minutes of a thunderstorm, leading to a sudden and dramatic spike in pollen concentrations. The impact is often most severe in urban areas where pollution and other factors can exacerbate respiratory problems. Section 5, Seasons Out of Sync, the expanding footprint of allergies. Climate change is disrupting more than just the weather, it's also throwing allergy seasons out of whack. As global temperatures rise, pollen seasons are starting earlier, lasting longer and becoming more intense. In many parts of the world, spring is arriving earlier, giving plants a head start on their reproductive cycle. This leads to an earlier release of pollen, extending the misery for allergy sufferers. Warmer temperatures also allow plants to thrive for longer periods, delaying the onset of autumn and prolonging the pollen season into the fall. This means that for many allergy sufferers, there is no escape from the onslaught of pollen, even outside of the traditional allergy season. These changes are particularly pronounced in regions like the United States, Europe, and Australia, where pollen counts have been steadily increasing in recent decades. As climate change continues to warm the planet, we can expect allergy seasons to become even longer and more intense, affecting a growing number of people worldwide. Section 6. Ragweed, a tiny seed, a mighty allergen. Among the many plants that trigger allergies, ragweed stands out as a particularly potent culprit. This invasive species, native to North America, produces vast quantities of pollen, with a single plant capable of releasing up to 1 billion pollen grains into the air. Ragweed pollen is notorious for its ability to trigger severe allergic reactions, including hay fever, asthma attacks, and skin rashes. Its lightweight pollen can travel hundreds of miles on the wind, affecting people far from its source. Climate change is exacerbating the problem by creating more favorable conditions for ragweed to thrive. Warmer temperatures, longer growing seasons, and increased carbon dioxide levels all contribute to ragweed's proliferation, leading to higher pollen counts and more severe allergy symptoms. Moreover, ragweed is highly adaptable and has spread rapidly beyond its native range, invading new territories and introducing its potent allergens to unsuspecting populations. This global spread of ragweed is a testament to the far-reaching consequences of climate change and its impact on human health. Section 7. CO2, fueling plant growth, triggering allergies. Carbon dioxide, a key greenhouse gas, plays a crucial role in plant growth. While elevated CO2 levels can stimulate plant growth and increase crop yields, they also have a downside. They can lead to higher pollen production. Studies have shown that as CO2 levels rise, plants produce more pollen. This is because CO2 is essential for photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy. With more CO2 available, plants can photosynthesize more efficiently, leading to increased growth and pollen production. This increase in pollen production has significant implications for allergy sufferers. As CO2 levels continue to rise due to human activities, we can expect even higher pollen counts in the future, exacerbating allergy symptoms and posing a growing public health challenge. This is yet another example of how climate change is a double-edged sword with both positive and negative consequences. While increased CO2 levels can benefit agriculture, they come at a cost to human health by worsening allergies. Section 8. Invasive species spreading misery. One seed at a time. The spread of invasive species is a growing problem worldwide, and climate change is exacerbating the situation. Invasive species are plants or animals that are not native to an area and can cause ecological or economic harm. Climate change is creating more favorable conditions for many invasive species to thrive, allowing them to outcompete native plants and spread rapidly into new territories. These invasive species often produce highly allergenic pollen, introducing new allergens to populations and increasing the prevalence of allergies. For example, ragweed, a highly allergenic plant native to North America, has spread to Europe, Asia, and South America, causing widespread allergy problems in its wake. As climate change continues to alter ecosystems, we can expect more invasive species to establish themselves in new areas, posing a growing threat to human health and biodiversity. The spread of invasive species highlights the interconnectedness of climate change and human health. What might seem like a distant ecological problem can have direct and significant consequences for our well-being. Section 9. A future thick with pollen. Charting a course toward relief. The outlook for allergy sufferers in a warming world is unfortunately not a rosy one. Projections suggest that pollen seasons could start up to 40 days earlier and end 15 days later by the end of the century. This means a future where the air is thick with pollen for a much larger portion of the year, leading to more severe and widespread allergy symptoms. However, all is not lost. While we cannot completely eliminate the problem, we can take steps to mitigate the impact of climate change on allergies and protect public health. Reducing carbon emissions is paramount. By transitioning to cleaner sources of energy, improving energy efficiency, and promoting sustainable transportation, we can slow the pace of climate change and limit the severity of its consequences, including longer and more intense allergy seasons. In addition to addressing the root cause of the problem, we can also implement strategies to adapt to the changing reality of allergy seasons. This includes improving pollen monitoring and forecasting systems, developing more effective allergy treatments, and raising awareness about the risks associated with pollen exposure. The fight against climate change is not just about saving the planet, it's also about safeguarding human health. By taking action to address this global challenge, we can create a healthier, more breathable future for ourselves and generations to come.